What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be replacing this stock exhaust on my 2026 CRF 150R. Now, there's nothing wrong with the way this bike sounds. I really love it, but I picked up the Yoshi. I did a little poll, asked if I should get Pro Circuit, Yoshi, or FMF. A lot of people commented on the FMF. Some people mentioned the Yoshi. I don't have Yoshi yet, so I want to go with the Yoshimura, so that's what I got. This is the RS2. I did do the full system, so we got a header here. Should sound really good. The bike doesn't sound bad now. It's actually really surprising how loud this little bike is, but you know, it's a dirt bike. You gotta do mods, you gotta do the exhaust. So I'm gonna get this thing running. We'll do a cold start. I'll do a couple of pulls. That way we can get a good comparison between how the two exhausts rather sound. Okay, here we go. Gonna test it. We got a little rain, but I'm trying to work in between the rain. I'm gonna choke it. Gas is on. We should be good. Now this bike starts a little hard. So let's see what happens.
A few moments later.
Oh. So what I learned to do is leave the choke on and let it run. If you touch the throttle, it stalls right out. So you gotta leave it choked for a few. Okay, the choke is off now. Just gonna let it idle. If you crack the throttle on this bike before it has any heat on it, it stalls right out, and it's really hard to get back up. Let's do some throttle cracks and see how it goes. Very light at first. To put this exhaust on, you're gonna need your ratchet. I'm using a 1/4 inch, but you could go 3/8 if you want a little more power. 10 and 12 millimeter socket. I did wind up using a little extension. I didn't really need the deep socket, but the header bolts are kind of in an awkward position, so clearance is a little bit of an issue. You do have to trim your fender. I would recommend a Dremel, or you could get away with a good utility knife setup to cut the fender. And if you want to really get down to the nitty-gritty, you can use a torque wrench, because the instructions will give you the torque values if you decide to do that. This piece here is for the springs. They do include this with the exhaust, so that's real nice. Unless you have one you prefer to use, this is just what they included. It worked, so you can try that. So one thing I did want to point out is you can see that indentation for the brake caliper. This doesn't have that. Here's a side-by-side comparison. And underneath, it doesn't have that cutout. Let's see if these bolts... Nope, they're not that tight. Not bad. All right, so you can see here where the silencer goes on. That is quite a bit fatter. And the diameter does look a little bit different here. This is kind of weird with this dent in it right there. I don't know if it's supposed to be in there. That's kind of weird, huh? Dang, I think that this thing got dented up. I'm gonna have to show that to Yoshimura there. I don't know what happened. I don't think it's supposed to be like that from the factory, though. Not cool. I'm going to have to email him. Unless that's for the kickstarter or something. I'll get it down and see if maybe that's like right here. Just for some clearance or something. But, yeah, definitely a big dent right there. Helps if you take off this piece, then you can get it past there. Ha ha ha. I made a mistake there. My bad. This comes off and then slide it back on so you can actually get it through. Otherwise, it's in the way of the shock. I knew that that dent there was for something because it goes on the frame here. So it is not dented. But, you know, when you're looking at it, it's like, what the heck is that? I knew the quality of Yoshi, that would not be a problem. But sometimes with shipping, you never know. These days, the way they throw packages around. So one thing that was nice is their instructions are really good. They include the rubber grommet and then that brass piece. And it comes with springs. And they even included a little spring puller so you can put the springs on here and here and pull that tight. And that's just a nice little touch that they included that. High quality from Yoshi. So this is the other piece that's going to go in the back. I think it does say I have to trim the fender, so we'll see about that. Another really nice thing is they include the torque specs as well. So 9 foot-pounds for the header bolts. The chassis is 18 foot-pounds. So I'm going to test out my new Milwaukee torque wrench on those. I will have to do a conversion to get it to inch-pounds. I did order the other Milwaukee foot-pound torque wrench, but that might be a little big for these bolts. So I'll just do the conversion and see. I should be able to get it. So that other piece there goes into the grommet and then against the bike. And then you're going to use the included longer bolt in washer for that. So one thing I did want to do is the weight comparison. The stock actually feels maybe a smidge lighter, to be honest with you. But it does have that piece on it already, whereas the Yoshi's a separate piece. But it's hard to say. They're pretty close. I thought I'd be saving some weight too. That was one reason I want to do this exhaust. Just a word of advice when you're tightening this bolt here, you're going to want to grab the back of the exhaust and push in and line it up. And really make sure you can get that in there very good with your fingers so you don't cross those threads. So if you can spit it in good ways with your finger, then you know you're good. Pretty easy to hook this on. You just hook one side, just pull the spring until you catch it underneath there. Like so. Can't do it with the camera right there. Let's try to do it the other way. I did it no problem on the top one. There we go. And then boom. So that cheap little thing works good. I do have a nicer one for my other bikes, but this was in the box. I didn't have to go get it. All right, so I want to do 9 foot-pounds, and I need to convert that to inch-pounds because my new Milwaukee torque wrench only goes to inch-pounds. So I'm doing 9 times 12, which is 108 inch-pounds. So I'll be good on the headers, and then we'll see about the rest. All right, here we go. All set at 108. So I'm going to put my 3/8 10mm socket here on this bad boy. This is my first time using it. All right, we definitely have some clearance issues in there, but we should get it. I mean, we've got the other one a little snug, so they're a little more equal. Yeah, I can just get in there, and you don't want to use an extension when you're doing torque. So, okay, they're close now. So, this is the click style. Let's see if we can hear this. Yep, very nice. Okay, didn't click as much as I'd like it to, but it's kind of hitting on some stuff, but I'm pretty close there, so that's tightened up. All right, for this bolt here, it says 218 for inch-pounds. So I'll change my torque wrench to 218. All right, torque wrench is set to 218. Boom, 218. All right, we also have to do that bolt, which is a 12mm. That one has to be 218 as well, so the wrench is already set. And let's torque it down. hear this thing click. Boom. All right, so we have it all on. All I gotta do now is put the heat shield on. Really wish they didn't have those on there. I would like to not have the heat shield, but I don't want to look at those, so I'm gonna put it back on. All right, so you're gonna need to trim the plastic here. This piece here goes over the bolt, so you kind of just bring it down. I just used a Dremel. Then you can finish with like a utility knife, and then it will slide right on, and you will have no problems. Boom. So now that bolts up nice and tight, and it's not hitting. So that's what you got to do. It's pretty simple. It is kind of weird though that you have to cut your fender for your exhaust, but what are you gonna do? But it goes on real good there. All right, all installed. I did not put the heat shield on because I stripped one of the bolts. I didn't have a good bite on it and stripped it out. I just had to Dremel it down a little to get a screwdriver on it. It was on there super tight, I don't know why, but my fender is all trimmed up. It is on there, but I'm gonna pull this thing out of the barn. Hopefully it's not raining, and we'll get some better shots, and then we'll do a sound test. All right, here it is, all on there. Does look pretty good. I hope that it sounds good, because I don't know if for the price it's really worth it, but you know, you have to do it. It's a little windy, so I apologize for the wind noise, but the header looks good. I don't know if it's gonna affect my jetting or anything, because I think it should have a little more flow over factory, but it's no big deal. I'll figure out some tuning for it, and I'll throw some jets on there. But let's do the good part. Let's get this thing fired up and see what she sounds like. All right, so I put the microphone on me. Now the motor is all cool to the touch, so it'll be a cold start, just not as cold as probably this morning because the bike hadn't been running for a while. So we'll see if we have to use the choke or not. Nope. Yep, let's choke it because it's stalled out. Alright, so that's what it sounds like there. I'm just holding the bike up. Okay, the choke is off. Yeah, that thing is big. Holy smokes. It's definitely big. It does look pretty good though. The header looks really nice. Bike is not warmed up. That always happens with this bike. Always happens. Okay, let's get some revs. I don't know, it kind of sounds the same, to be honest with you. Like I said, for the money I paid, it's kind of hard to justify the cost, but I had to try it. The videos I was watching, I don't know, I didn't really know, but if I can get a performance gain out of it, then, you know, that'd be nice. These bikes really like to be warm, so you really got to let them warm up. So I'm going to let it warm up a little bit, and I'm going to do the same thing with some flybys. Well, all right, that was it. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that the Yoshi sounds better or what. And also, let me know if you think it made the bike run more rich or more lean. I have to really ride it and see how it performs, but nothing really seemed too different. Maybe a little more crispy, you know, maybe a little more, I don't know, throttle response. I don't know. It's hard to tell just a few pulls up the road. I got neighbors and stuff. I really don't like to go too crazy. I did some pulls and I forgot to hit record, so I had to do it all over again. It was pretty funny. The wind did knock my camera down too. I had to come back and make it a little bit lower just because I got a kind of like small little tripod setup. It was pretty funny. I had to do it all over again. So let me know in the comments if you think more rich, more lean, and if you got any jet and specs. And just let me know your overall opinion. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Late.